Right, hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Night with Hilly. We're here for HRF1 short qualifying sprint race, 50% race at Imola for round 12 of the season. Sorry I'm a bit late, couldn't get into the lobby quite simply, so I will apologise about that, but nothing I could do, just couldn't get in. Right, let's get the stream up on my phone so I can do the sharing a bat. Driver's chat. Right, there we go. Let's go, Checo, says Agnut. Hello, Agnut. I hope you had a good week. Here with you now, finally. So I just had trouble getting in. I don't know why. Just wouldn't. I was trying to join off Gooner and it just wouldn't let me join at all. So it didn't even have an option to join. I'm not sure what was going on there. So we're here, in a way, as I say, short qualifying sprint race, then 50% race. 17 drivers at the moment. I think we are missing... Spreader's not turned up, which is unusual for him, if he says he's going to be there. And I think Paella as well, unless I'm missing his name. I think Paella's missing as well. Also said he'd turn up tonight, but hasn't. So, first out on track then is WAOF1 Whale. Lindsay Williams. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Checo. That's very kind of you, man. Like, forever subscriber. Thank you ever so much. I'm gonna have to look on Twitch to see if I can give you some sort of reward for that. I think there's certain things you can do. I can make you give you a certain role or something like that. I'm not too sure, but I'll have a look. I just do the streams really. I don't get involved too much in the other little aspects of Twitch. But there's lots to it, so let's have a look. So Whale just coming up towards the end of his outlap. Let's go on board with him. Imola, one of the real testing circuits of the season, I think. Imola, it's difficult, quite narrow roads. The pit straight's pretty okay. That's nice and wide, as you can see, and that's where you're going to see 90-odd% of the overtakes, I would imagine. With the DRS, to see it's a long straight down to turn 1 and 2. First chicane, then it's really horrible left-hander. It's flat out easily, but I found I've got to gear up to 6th so as not to lose the car through it. It's quite slippery. Second chicane, so important to be able to accelerate through the exit. Around the hairpin, quite nicely there from Whale. Open up the steering quite early and got on the power. And really fast left-hander, very easy to misjudge your entry. And if you misjudge the entry there, you end up running wide and invalidating quite easily on the outside there. To Le Minerali. It's Le Minerali, something like that anyway. Aqua Minerali, it is actually Aqua Minerali. Speaking half French and half Italian then, do you notice that? Whale heading down to the two left-handers to finish the lap. It's looked okay, hasn't it? A couple of mistakes early in the lap. I thought the two chicanes weren't spot on, as he takes the ball out for the pits as well. Takes that with him. 1:15.4 to get us underway. It's not a bad start at all. We will see quicker, but Ferrari Gunnar 15.2 gets that Aston. Who's the Aston? D-Bomb 1:15.7. Alfa Romeo on its way. That'll be Sniper Monkey, who immediately sticks it into the 14s to a 1:14.7. Monsters is on an outlap. Here is Wales' teammate, Fatal. Goes across 16.3, goes P5 for the moment. Aston Martin of Massey. 15.3, goes P3. Alpha Tauri is Craig, a Tire Wizard. 16.993. Red Bull of Chris. 18.1, someone else just behind him, that's Chaldinho behind him, 16.0 in the Alpine. Lycorius, 16.9, goes P8, his teammate into the pits behind. And then I think we're back to Well again. Yeah, we are, so Well just going to complete his in-lap. So Monsters went onto a hot lap in the McLaren, so let's go to Monsters. Solid support, indeed. Oh yeah, I might have to think it's up for you as well, Agnet. What's happened there? I've accidentally pressed the button with my leg, haven't I? There we go. Oh, Monsters invalidated. Coming out, I think, of Aqua Minerale. Seemed to go in alright, so I think it must have been coming out. Gonna go again, or head to the pits. I think Kemmons might be on a lap, actually. Yeah, he's just started one, so there we go. Oh, runs wide on the entrance. You saw his right wheel just went over the curb and touched the grass, which is why he's gone deep into the corner. Couldn't get the car stopped. And Monsters did indeed make his way back to the pits, but that would be the end of that for Kemmons. So it's a bit of whoopee. Let's get the stream up on my laptop so we can do a prediction as well tonight. As you watch what we've thrown it into the second chicane, catches the curve wrong on the exit, so that's just taking the pace out of the car. Which it needed to, otherwise you would have ran wide. So it's definitely going to affect his lap times. Probably lost him 2 or 3 tenths, I'd imagine. And in fact, in the end, chooses to opt out, to back out. Kemmons now coming up to the final couple of corners, so maybe going for another lap. Looks like it's not flashing, so I expect he's got enough fuel. I think it should be okay. Full energy as well. Yeah, energy starts burning, so he's definitely going for the line. So take 2. Balance. Much better into the chicane that time round. Too bad for his second chicane. Just a little bit wide on the second part. Which again, you can't accelerate through, which is where you kind of gain time there. Even in Massey, and again, thank you very much, Massey. That's both you know, Checo and Massey. Thank you ever so much, guys. Constant supporters, so thank you ever so much, both of you. It's 49.901 through sector 2. And tax the chicane, which you've got to do. You can't dilly-dally around that chicane. You've got to go for it. It allows you quite a bit of runoff in that chicane, so you can really attack the first part of it, which can open up the second part for you. But Kevin's not happy with the lap. It seemed okay to me. I'm not sure why he's not completed it. But he wasn't happy with it, so into the pits he's come. Who else we got out there? Bowden just come in through Aqua Minerale. I'll probably say Aqua Minerale quite a lot tonight because it's the only corner name I know. So, as it's the only one I know, I've got to exploit it a bit, haven't I? Checo on an outlap. We'll go to him in just a minute. Let's just see Bowden over the line. And then I'll flip to Checo. There's the Alpine. It's going to be getting well out of the way in an Alpha Tauri there. It's a 15.105 for Bowden. Goes P2 for the moment. Checo just coming through Aqua Minerale on his outlap. Got anybody going up to line a second? holding in, he's 5 seconds down. Whale just ahead of Checo on track. So here he comes, Whale for the line, keeps the car nice and right, and it's a 15.262. Improves with just over a tenth and a half, goes up to P4. So here is Checo then for his first hot lap of the evening. Wide in the first part of the first chicane. Looks like it's going to continue with the lap. And he's just out wide. Look, he doesn't invalidate there because he comes right off the power. So Checo will certainly know, whatever time he sets here, he's going to know he's got a lot of time in sector 1, regardless of how the rest of the lap goes. Yeah, it doesn't invalidate because he comes so far off the power. I think it's something the game does quite well. If you do come off the power when you're running wide, it does recognise that you're not gaining an advantage and doesn't give you the warning. So final 2 corners then. That one only invalidate was on the power, so back to the pits. Yep, into the pits. Again, it's good practice in a way, and he'll know where there's mistakes there and time to be gained. So certainly the 2 chicanes, the sets of 1, and then obviously the last 2 corners. That's an invalidation for Whoopi. Really is the first part you can attack. The second part's a little bit more funny about it. Like where it's almost a second down. It's just through Ackerman in a rally. Gunner's nick back up to P2 on a 14.8, by the way. So what's his back out here, or? Yeah, he has backed out, sorry. Let's go to Massey there. Oh, D-Bomb's heading for the line, actually. He improves with 6 tenths up to P3. Nice lap from D-Bomb, 15.080. Oh, really? Only have GT cars out here. I have to be honest with you, Ragnar. This is one of my... I say one of my worst tracks. It might be my worst track, actually. Well, this in Monaco would be my 2 worst ones, I guess. 0.392 improvement from Massey. Goes up to P3, so that's Aston Martin 3 and 4. As it stands right now. He's on the lap. He's having a go. Clements backed out last time and drove to the pits, and I thought he was doing an okay lap, but oh, that's going to invalidate him. Oh, frustration might sink in for Clements a little bit. Quite getting the times on the board. Here comes Chris then, 4 attempts up through sector 2, which will put him on a 15.3, which would still keep him P7 unless he's gained something through the final sector. He has 15.0, then puts him up to P4. He splits the Astons. I was hard on ACC as well. Never played ACC, but I know a lot of people that do. Just missed Craig's second sector there. The graphic on the map is saying that it's purple. Let's stick with him. He's already improved to a 16.001, which puts him P8. Let's just stick with him. Very, very close to invalidation, but keeps it just inside the white line. And it's a 15.5. Good improvement, 4.5 tenths improvement. Stays P8 actually on that one, but it's a very nice improvement to try and avoid other drivers jumping ahead of him. And now with Fatal Defiance, and spent almost a tenth through the first sector, so nice start to the lap. I think he caught the grass on the outside going into the left-hander there. Pretty nice through the chicane. So he didn't catch his second sector split there. Final corner then, and we'll head for the line. It's definitely going to be an improvement. Yeah, 0.2 improvement, losing up to P10. Right there. And somehow actually avoid the invalidation there. Wow, that was good through Aquaman Rally. Really attacked Aquaman Rally, I like that. That was really aggressive through there. Avoids the invalidation which he did last time round, so he's going to get one on the board now. It's a 16.714. That puts him in just ahead of Clements into P13. Still 3 drivers with no laps on the board at the moment. Here is one of them, just crossing the line to start a lap. He's Whoopi. But we might actually leave Whoopi to it. Let's go to Chardinho, who's 5.5 tenths up. That only actually puts him on par with Craig in the position ahead of him. We'll just try and snooze an ad break that's coming up, guys. I do apologise, but I missed it. Hopefully you get back in time for the end of quali. Fatal retires in the pits. Here comes Chaldinho then. Has he found anything else in the final sector? Yes, he has, as he goes into the 14s. The 14.9 goes ahead of Massey by 2 thousandths of a second into P4. Again, now he's driving slowly, so he'll be going again. He hasn't got time to change the tyres, so it will be a case of going with what he's got on the car now. Checo back to the pits. Right, Massey's just coming up to the end of the second sector. Just over a tenth up. Nice for the chicane. At the moment, we jump up to, I think we jump up to P2 on the times up through sector 2. So, can he gain a little bit more maybe through sector 3? I think he can, you know. He does go P2, he did gain a little bit more, but not quite enough to displace Sniper Monkey, who is not on a lap. He's messed his lap up. Maybe, he might just about, yeah, I think he's going to get round just in time, Sniper Monkey, to go again. So, Gunnar is off at Minerali. Can he make the line? 20 seconds, probably too much of a push, that one. Bowden has made a mistake as well, but it looks of it. Or no, he's just improved actually, sorry. 149, he was just getting out somebody's way. Chris not improving through sector 2. Let Mr. Whale. That's the end of sector 2 now. And he's down, but only ever so slightly. Oh, Sniper Monkey went back to the pits, so he didn't go again. As well. There's a couple of cars going into the pits, so they weren't on laps. Here comes Whale. Has he found anything in the final sector? He does! Improves by 1/10.5. Fortunately, it keeps him P8. He just stays P8, but yeah, no, I think that's it, unless Kevins is on a lap. Getting close to an invalidation there, but just about holds it inside. So here comes Kevins. What can he do? Goes P9, 115, 166. That is 4 tenths off of pole position, and he's P9. Wow, Whoopi got one on the board as well, and he's going to start P10 in the sprint. Boduk and Carsey not getting a time on the board. I think Carsey had to... He's joined to be able to race tonight, but I think for the qualifying, I think he had to have his dinner or something, so he wasn't able to qualify. Oh. Switched from my stream to Checo's and he didn't do anything. Odd. I don't know, mate. I can't answer that one for you. That's computers to me. They just have a mind of their own sometimes. But look at that. 4 attempts covering the top 9 is nice and tight around a track like this. And 3/4 of a tenth is covering the top 4. Wow. And then Bowden and Cialdino not far off them either. Only another tenth back. Chris Whale, Kemmons, Whoopi, Craig. I'll be doing the full rundown on the formation lap anyway. So I'm just going to have a look at the Discord. I'm not sure what sort of break we're expecting for the sprint race. So sorry, Gunnar, I've only just seen your message about Boduk. Well, hopefully he's already in. But I'll have a look. Boduk, I don't know if you're already in, so I'm just going to send you an invite in a way. Just in case. So I'm not sure what break to expect here. Nothing's been put in the Discord, I don't think. Oh yes, it has. We go at 8:27 for the sprint. Is that's like now? Is that correct? Adam says his middle sector was horrible. I lost 150 temps. I don't think you did. Trying to work out in my head how much 150 temps would be. It'd be 15 seconds, wouldn't it? Right. Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's put the wrong time in the chat, guys. I'm just going to take a quick break, alright? Hold on, you've got another... Oh, no, hang on. No, we're going. Alright, I won't get coffee. It's fine. So, formation lap is underway. We'll have to wait for 11 laps of Imola. Hopefully no safety cars before I get a coffee. Right, here we go. So, we got Sniper starting on the front row of the grid alongside Massey, D-Bomb in third in the second Aston Martin. So very good qualifying for Aston Martin. Gunnar will start fourth with Bowden in fifth alongside Cialdino, who is the only driver not starting on the medium tyre. Cialdino's opted for the softs, so we'll be looking to get near the front in the early stages. Chris on row 4 of the grid with Whale. Kemmons starts in P9 alongside Whoopi. Craig in P11 with Fatal Defiance in P12. Monsters P13 with Lycorius 14. Checo 15 and Boduk 16, while Carsey will start at the back, which is 17th tonight, on what would be the 8th row of the grid. 9th row of the grid. 9th row of the grid. So, obviously, no strategy as such in the sprint race, just whether you're going to go soft or mediums basically, which everybody's got medium except for Cialdino, so actually no pit stop will be required in this sprint race. The main race is definitely a different story. Unfortunately, the length for the pit stop here means you don't really have a choice but to do a one-stop strategy. The only way that changes is if safety cars affect the race. That's the only way that would change. If it's a no safety car race, it's a one-stop. A two-stop is the pits. It's just the pit stop is just too long. So no, I don't like the sprint format, Agnet. I prefer the old days. I actually prefer... Hang on, we've got to start the race, so... that's a horrible view. Let's go on board with D-Bomb as we get underway. And Maxi really gets off the line well. He's definitely going to be alongside here. Going up towards turn 1. We've got a really good view of it from on board with D-Bomb. And Sniper Monkey does hold him off in the end. So Sniper Monkey leads from Massey, D-Bomb P3. Cialdino is already up to P4. With that long run down to the first corner, he's managed to gain 2 places. Gunnar 5, Bowden 6. Let's get the position change here. So Gunnar and Bowden down 1 each. Couple of changes down the back. So Boduk's up 3. Carsey's just gotten up 3. He's just gone ahead of Craig. At the moment, this man here, Cialdino, is on a charge. He wants to get every bit he can out of these soft tyres while they're nice and young. Because even in the sprint race, towards the end of this sprint, the softs will be struggling, believe you me. So he knows later in the sprint he's going to be defending. Oh, careful D-Bomb. Careful D-Bomb. There's a driver alongside you, man. Couple of contacts there from D-Bomb on Cialdino. Oh, okay, probably not the most sensible place to put your car if you're Cialdino, but still got to abide by the rules, and he's definitely onto some space, and he's gone wrong in the first chicane there, Cialdino. Gunnar trying to get alongside, but he's not quite there. Really on the back of Gunnar, but again, nothing to do at the moment. The winners in this sprint race that make up positions could be those that look after their energy in these early stages. So the front two bring quite a bit, and they haven't lost D-Bomb yet. Who looks after his quite a bit better. So we saw. I think that was Bowden just ran wide coming out of the chicane. It was either Bowden or Chris. I think it was Bowden, but he got back on okay. Down. RC having a little look at Fatal. Fatal holds him off for the moment. Obviously no DRS yet. Yeah, I've seen this quite a bit recently, but don't forget next season, well this upcoming season I believe it is in real life, the DRS will activate from lap 2 and not lap 3. For the moment, the rules are still lap 3, for this year's game obviously. Fatal taking his car nice and wide. Going to make Carsey work for that position, he's not just going to give it up, so fair play to him. Yeah, so I think here in the sim world, sprints word in real life still on here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him, mate. I don't like him in the sim world either. I don't really know why. I don't. I'm traditional, and we got a virtual safety car like Corius. Unfortunately, he's gone round coming out of Aqua Minerale, so we've got a virtual. This will allow these front guys to gain a bit of ERS back. But yeah, find a bit traditional. I actually used to like the old format where they used to have an hour for qualifying, and generally everybody did 4 runs in that hour, but you could do them whenever you wanted. And you know, whoever was fastest was fastest. I then quite liked the idea of when they changed quali to the Q1, Q2, Q3, and they had it so that if you started in the top 10, the tyres you used in Q2 to get through to Q3 were the tyres that you started on. I like them. I like that rule as well, but the sprint, I agree. No, I'm not a fan of the sprint at all. I know it's used in other formula, but I'm also a massive fan of bringing back refueling. I really wish they'd get on and do that, because perhaps going forward it might be stopping in the pits and having your battery charged for an hour or something while everybody else carries on. But everybody's got to do it. But yeah. But no, I do wish they'd bring back refueling, because as soon as they stop that, the drivers were no longer driving on the edge as fast as they could go all the time, because they had to manage their fuel loads all the time. You don't think about it too much in the game. If you're a sim racer, you know, you put so much fuel in, you know if you need to save a bit or not. It's not the same as in real life. Oh, Bowden! He's gotten out of shape coming out the chicane. Nicely on board with him. Let's catch that one. Round he goes. It's just, I feel, maybe with a bit of dirty air in front of him. As soon as he put the power down, the car just threw itself off the track, and there's a lot he did wrong personally. I think the dirty air probably affected him there. Oh, Fatal picks up 3 seconds. He's been fighting hard, hasn't he, with car seat. The warnings have come up. Struggling to know who to watch at the moment. Whoopi and car seat having a battle. Looks like Fatal ran wide there as well, coming at the chicane. I see on the back of Whoopi. Decides better of it into the 2 left-handers. Always has that little sneaky little... Oh, Whoopi gets out of shape. That's going to allow Carty through. Maybe under the pressure of having him, the 2 Aston Martin switch places. E-Bomb doing very, very well tonight so far. Bowden retires. I don't know why he's retired in the pits. I think he just went round, didn't he? He didn't hit anything, so I can't imagine he had damage. So it's this battle for P2, isn't it? Sniper's sort of disappeared a bit now. 2 seconds up the road. Gunnar picks himself up 3 seconds. Now Chaldinho picks himself up 3 seconds. Oh boy, this is only a sprint race. Oh, definitely not the pit lane overtakes. Hated that. Still get people doing it on the game, but well. But we had somebody do it on Monday. I didn't even think of the fact that it's not allowed anymore. More monsters, I think, is round in the McLaren, coming out of well, the same place as Bowden went round. And drops to P14. He's still going. No signs of damage on the car. So, oh, Fatal. We've lost Fatal, and that's a safety car. And he's off at the hairpin, of all places. But, well, Bowden, that's why you don't retire, mate. That's why you don't retire, because the safety car has now come out. and you'd be back in it. Yeah, but I think the thing with fueling, you were ran from behind, Fatal. I hope you've clipped that. At the hairpin. That's it, Agnet. Yeah, the thing with refueling, though, Agnet, it's strategy. It does amend the strategies because you're never 100% sure how much fuel each team's putting in the car. Just there's a pit. I mean, you can. I guess it would. You know, they're very clever, the strategists and all that. Apart from the Ferrari ones, obviously. So they, you know, they know by how long they're actually in the pits how much fuel they've put on board. So they'd be able to tell, wouldn't they? And you got ran by Boduk. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure you've clipped it then, Matt. Well, I'm sure you would have done. That was sent in. Didn't see it, unfortunately, so. Well, got to have 2 clear laps of racing, so it can stay out another lap, which I would imagine it will do. As Checo and Lycorius are still catching up at the moment, but it will definitely come in the next lap. So with where Checo is, he's definitely going to get on the back of it really easily. I think Lycorius just needs to be a bit careful. He just needs to make sure he gets there. Does he think yeah, he's too far back. You can't. I was just thinking, could Lycorius maybe make a cheeky pit stop for fresh softs and then go back out? But I wouldn't be confident that he'd catch the back of the safety car if he does that. So it'd make it pointless. Checo, potentially. Checo might be able to attack those guys ahead of him that run 8-lap mediums. So, Sniper Monkey has a bit of work to do to make sure he retains the pole position for the main race. The Aston Martin boys still looking good. Massey back in front of D-Bomb now. But the ones who probably really didn't want this, Chardino, Gunnar and Chris, all with penalties. I think they're all 3 seconds. Yeah, they are. All 3 seconds. So obviously they're almost certain to drop a bit at least from where they finish. As I said, safety car has to come in this lap. It should come up any moment now. There it is. As if by magic. Willie says so, so game does. Massey will be thinking to himself, try and get a run on him, try and get a run on him, try and catch him. Actually, as the leader, only you know when you're going to go. Nobody behind you is sure. Looks like he's gone to me. It's hard to tell sometimes when they're going through corners if they've actually accelerated up to racing speed or not, but he has. Doesn't look like. See Sniper burning to negligate the slipstream for Massey. Massey will want, if he can, around the rest of the lap to try and force Sniper to use as much as he can. RC gets past Chris for P6, and 2 guys ahead having penalties means he's bound to be P4 at the very least. Oh, Clements is round. Zachary Minerali for you. He's not the only one as well. Boda. Fatal will feel just... Fatal will feel that's... Oh, he's retired on track from the session. Well, that's going to get you an extra penalty, Boda, for doing that. So, Fatal will feel that's... karma. Fatal, you've come up as left the session. I can't get you in at the moment because you're retired. I can't select you. I think. Oh yes. Oh no. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm wrong. There you are, Fatal. Invite sent. Is there anything Massey can do? He's 9.5 tenths off. It doesn't look like it. Look back. RC sat behind Gunnar. No real need to try anything now. He's not going to get any further than 4th in a way, so... Oh, has to make a move there. Chaldinho picks up another 3 seconds. Now that will hurt. That's going to drop him substantially down. Trying to work it out, but... I reckon that drops into at least P10 and maybe P11 as it stands. So, well, Kelsey goes up the inside of Gunnar, but no gain from that, so Gunnar had the penalty. So Sniper will take pole position for the feature race. Massey P2, Debon P3, Carsey P4, Whale moves up to 5th, Whoopi 6th, Gunnar drops to 7th, Craig to 8th, Checo jumps to 9th, Chaldinho then ended up P10, Monsters P11, Chris 12, Lycorius 13, Clementson 14, and then it will be Boduck, Fatal Defiance, and Bowden thereafter. Do a full rundown when we go into the formation lap in a way. But we will now be taking a proper 5-minute break, guys, so any drivers, please don't press the button. It will be a 5-minute break, so enjoy your breaks, guys. I'm going to grab myself a coffee, and I'll be back shortly for formation lap. See you in a bit. Okay guys, back with you. Looks like we're actually going for the race here. I'm not quite sure what's happened. Sorry Agnet, but clearly somebody readied up early because that was never proper time. Yeah, I've just seen on Discord somebody did ready up early, but Gunnar said no, let's go, not restarting. So sorry about that guys, but it's not my fault. Okay, we're off and running anyway. Let's have a look, where are we? So, Parsley's up 1 to P3, Chaldino's up 4, D-Bomb down 1, Whoopi down a couple, Chris up 3, Checo down 1, Bodak up 4, and Bowden up 4 so far. Reagan, Fatal, looks off the back a bit. Let's get to the tyres. So, Sniper at the front starting on the hards, D-Bomb, Gunnar, Clements and Fatal all starting on the hards. Only one soft starter, which is Craig, currently in P16. Everybody else on the mediums. This car seat moves to the outside of Massey. Looks like he's going to go through. He does indeed. So no DRS there. That's done with the ERS and slipstream. Maybe a superior straight line speed if he's running lower wings. And obviously the I was going to say tyres with an SD1 on hard, so but still it's not a massive thing for Massey. The Aston Martin still running 3 and 4. Whale up the inside. Is it Whale up the inside of Chaldino, or Chaldino around the outside of Whale? I think it's Chaldino around the outside. And he's made that stick as well. That's a fine move from Chaldino on Mr. Whale. Should be doing that to Whale today. Just to mention, it's International Whale Day. So we should be being nice to Whale today. Who's that? Somebody's having an awkward time. Either Bodak or Bowden, I'm not sure which one, but one of them looked like they're having a bit of a struggle out of the chicane. So, Kelsey close to the pack of snipers, not going to be getting in here. Kelsey gets fastest lap as well. Anybody got a run here? Let's scroll through. That's Kenneth's ahead of Monsters. Of course, it's getting pretty close. Just about managed to get the car stopped in time, but I think he ran a bit deep into the corner. Already picking up 3 seconds. Not ideal for him. That penalty's so early. Right, let's go to the leaders then. How's Checo getting on? He's in P10. He's doing alright at the moment. He has shots out of the DRS range for Chris, so he's going to be a bit vulnerable to Bodak and maybe Bowden as well. In fact, let's go down to that because Bowden, you can see right on the gearbox at the moment of the Alfa Romeo. Also loses a bit out of the chicane, but you're bound to do that. Checo could find himself in a bit of a struggle here. He might lose both of these places, but the driver then behind Nat Clements is on the hards and over a second behind. So it's only these two. I think Checo would be advised not to battle this too hard, to be honest. He doesn't, so Hayden really close to Bodak. Want him to get past, but if he just holds off, waits for the DRS again, it looks like he's able to stay close enough through the corners, so I don't think he's going to lose him. Carsey has taken the lead, by the way, but obviously Sniper Monkey on the hard tyres. Should really be a medium hard, hard medium option here. I know Craig's gone on the softs to start with, but that's a bit unusual. Perhaps he was anticipating a safety car. tries so hard to get on the power as quick as he can, doesn't he? Let's see it. Tried to throw the car around a little bit. Yeah, no worries, Agnet. Cardsy sets fastest lap as he breaks to 1 second to Sniper. But here comes Bowden then. Seems to have an immense straight line speed. Last time round. Doesn't have as much energy, of course, this time round. But through he goes. And has the lead there before the braking zone. And Checo's come out alongside Boduk. And Checo goes through. So I think Boduk must have ran a bit wide maybe on the exit. Try and hang it around the outside here of Checo. Yeah, quite, as you see there, quite often the guy on the higher line seems to get a better exit, the traction out the exit, and so Boduk retakes that place. And he's going to look to try and stay within that 1 second of Bowden if he can. So, and going along nicely at the moment, apart from the penalty. Massey because he's now close to the back of Sniper. But remember, Sniper will have the nicer tyres later in the race, so we'll be looking to come back at everybody. But yellow flags, and it is Bowden. Oh, I've commentator cursed him by saying he's going along quite nicely. But we'll stick with this one because through goes Massey up to P2. Appears to be on the 2 final corners there for Bowden. Into the pits is Kemments and Lycorius as well. Yeah, front wing change for Kemments. And the same for Lycorius, so both requiring a front wing change. Lycorius to softs, Kemments to mediums. Long way to go in this race, every chance of a safety car, so every chance that those guys a bit further down can get back into this yet. One gap that's really sort of showing at the moment, and that's 9th to 10th from Gunnar at P9. 6 second gap to Boduk and P10. So the race is sort of split out into 2 groups really. Pete trying to put the pressure on well at the moment. Whale just outside of DRS, I believe. Yeah, flap doesn't open on the back of Wales' car, so Pete should get this done with relative ease. No need to use, well, he does touch the overtake there. Oh, I think, that's because Chris was coming. So Chris has gotten past Whale as well. So nicely done from those 2 drivers there. Well, let's stay on the back of them. He's got Gunnar on the back of him. And we're still a little bit away from the changeover in the sort of tyre supremacy. So, not sure exactly when, but I would guess somewhere around lap 10 or 11, the hards will become the actual superior tyre over the mediums. This group giving us some nice racing at the moment. Look down, and gap to Boduk's gone up to 7.3 now. Checo's a couple of seconds behind him. He's got monsters on the back of him actually, Checo, so let's go to that. Checo runs a bit deep in the first part of the chicane, and that's just giving him a poor exit. Look, he's going to allow monsters through, but Checo, I believe, was the car behind when the DRS activation was, so Checo, I believe, will get DRS here, and does. You heard the little beep that was telling him he's got DRS, so here he comes. Obviously, what will be the inside of this sort of small left-hander, and retakes the position up to P11. Just juddering about a bit, Checo. I don't know if his connection's struggling a bit, but what do I say that? That's from a cockpit view. On the broadcast cam, he looks fine, so I don't know, maybe it's from my side. Bowden picks himself up another 3 seconds. So we're back up to Chaldinho and Sniper Monkey. Well, Massey, Chaldinho and Sniper Monkey. Wouldn't be massively shocked if these guys start just swapping these positions lap after lap. So Chaldinho might be a little far off this time. You're never quite sure because DRS here is so powerful. Look at it. Look how quick the gaps are. But look at the speed that Sniper Monkey's got, and he goes to the outside. Chaldinho opts not to battle into the corner. Didn't have to do that, Chaldinho, but I think that's sensible as Craig gets 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. So 8 laps on those softs, and they're done. So in he comes. And he's going to the hard tyres. It's going to be a long last stint, but we also know he's the tyre wizard, so if anybody can get him to go that long, it'd be him, as Chaldinho picks up 3 seconds. You see there, barely ran wide at all, but will have a judged him to have gained an advantage, so that's why he gets the warning. It is an extremely easy track to pick up penalties around. I'm sure there'll be a lot more before the end of the race. Saw it in the sprint race there. Go Sniper then. As those hard tyres. So I don't think the hard tyres are superior. Yeah, they're doing very, very well now, but I would say they're pretty level at the moment. So another lap or two, and you'll actually have the better tyres. I suspect that the mediums has got plenty in them yet to still stay with him. As Whoopi now picks up 3 seconds, and Bowden retires in the pits again. Starting to wonder if there's much point in him racing anymore, because he seems to retire every week. Monsters, the latest pick up 3 seconds. Here comes Gunnar then. Whale sticks close to the pit wall. Allows Gunnar the full outside of the track at that stage to make his move. Well, knew full well it's going to happen, so not a huge reason to battle it. And you'll be able to see the flashing light on the back of Gunnar's car as D-Bomb becomes the latest to pick up 3 seconds. As I said, still only, well, we're up to the 1/3 point of the race, so as I said, I think there's going to be a lot more penalties before the end yet. Also struggling to stay with Gunnar, so it does look like that sort of crossover has happened. So set about lap 10 and 11, and it does look like it. Oh, okay, Carsey's still pulling away from Sniper Monkey, but that's Carsey for you. So I think he's coming up to a stop though, because he's down around the 50% energy. So not this lap, but I think he will make a stop reasonably soon. He doesn't have to rush it, he could simply wait until the guys closest to him that are on the same tyres make their stop and then make a stop a lap later, so he's always going to have the better tyres. see what Massey can do. Still holding on to the back of Sniper. I mean, in Massey's point of view, as long as he can keep this gap to Sniper Monkey within the 1 second, there's no particular reason for him to pit at all, because it's just he gains so much time from being in DRS each lap. It's got to be, I think it's worth about 6 tenths of DRS on the pit straight. It's something silly like that in a way. So here he comes. For me, I think he's close enough that he may get him here. I don't know, because what we do know about Sniper Monkey is he does run incredibly low wings compared to other drivers. As you can see that there, because I think for any other driver, for any other car on the circuit, I think Massey would have been within striking range there. Because Sniper runs those low wings that he likes. Just wasn't able to get him that time. Have created a gap to D-Bomb, but D-Bomb's got a nice little space here. He's got Whoopi there, look, so, but he is outside the 1 second. As Carsey picks up 3 seconds, so that automatically makes the race a little bit closer. Effectively, that gap's now 1.4 seconds. With Sniper, of course, going on to the better tyre later in the race. Not quite sure where to wash at the moment. I don't want to miss anything, but it looks like this is the most likely place for an overtake. Again, at this point, Massey very close. Just wonder if Cialdino might peel off and pit. Surely at this point in the tyre life, an undercut would be huge, wouldn't it? Look at this, look at Cialdino! Jeez! Straight line speed of Cialdino then, that was insane. Sniper loses both places. I definitely think there's a bit to be said for an undercut now for a few drivers. Obviously, Gunnar will be in a decent place to do it, but he started on the hards, so he's got a few laps to do yet before he can consider anything. Same for Sniper, of course. These three battling as well. Massey keeps... See, when they're not battling, Massey's not really extending the gap. But when they start to battle each other, all of a sudden he's going 1.3 seconds now. Since he got that penalty. And Checo into the pits. And he's gone to fresh hard tyres that will take him to the end of the race. So 13 laps on the mediums. We'll leave 19 laps for the hards, which is about right. 13, 19, 14, 18, something like that. It's all correct, really. And in comes Massey, so it's Massey who's going to do the undercut. And I don't blame him. He knows Sniper's going to be really strong later in the race, and it's going to be hard to keep him back. But in terms of the battle with Cialdino, I think Massey will know what the tyre wear was. He'll know that an undercut will be worth a lot of time at the moment. Love to have gotten out just ahead of that McLaren, but McLaren should disappear a little bit up the road. It's not too bad. Yeah, he's got a couple of seconds worth of clean air to drive into. And he may well find himself catching on to that McLaren by the end of the lap, actually, so could even pick up DRS if he has a good out lap. So anyway, let's go back to Sniper then, as he is on the back. Cialdino. You've got to assume that Cialdino is going to react to Massey. Looks like Massey's generated some heat into the tyres now. He's now closing the gap to that car ahead as they approach the chicane. But Cialdino does not react immediately. He stayed out. Sniper Mikey picks up the DRS. Can't make a move, but closes the gap nicely. And let's just go down to Massey. So here he comes out the final corner, look, and he has caught the gearbox. And just to make it even better, Monsters peels into the pits as well. So Massey's got DRS with a nice clear road. Boduk into the pits as well. He's gone to the hard tyres, and Monster should be doing the same. Yes, he does. Now, next car up the road for Massey is Gunnar, but he's 17 seconds up the road. So Gunnar has a beautiful, nice, big space of road just to drive into on his own here. We'll see just how big the effect is, obviously, when Chaldinho pits. But now, you can see already, look, Massey picking chunks out of Gunnar. He's already taken a second out, and that's in what, not even half a lap, I don't think. As Chaldinho stays out again, as does Carsi. Are these guys going to try the medium soft instead? I don't know whether that would be a good or bad thing for Massey if they were to opt to go medium soft, because they'll obviously be massively gaining on him. But it's going to depend really on how big his undercut is in the end. Whoopi pits to hards, and he will exit ahead of Whale in P7. So the undercut for Well, it's not worked against Whoopi. I think there's probably more to that story. So there we go. Fatal right on the back of Boduk here. Fatal obviously on the worn tyres, so got onto the back of him with the DRS advantage down the straight. You'd expect Boduk to pull away through the rest of the lap. So much more grip. Where else can we go? I think the front guys are coming up to the pits again, and again they both stay out. I think at this point they must be doing medium soft. I don't understand why they'd be staying out unless they were staying out to go to the soft tyres. So I definitely think that's the case. D-Bomb and Sniper Monkey do pit, and Massey will go past both of them. Sniper just coming up to the line, but Massey's already gone through. Now Sniper hits the line and can speed up. Nobody else coming up the straight, so Sniper exits P5, so he's behind Massey. And the gap appears to be, I would say, about 5.5 seconds. So that would really, as I said before, Massey would have known. He'd have been expecting Sniper to be coming back to him in the second stint. I doubt very much he was expecting Massey and Chaldinho to be doing medium soft, I must admit. I've expected anyone to be doing that, really. Any close ones at the moment. D-Bomb's pretty close to Whoopi. So he's come out between Whoopi and Whale. Sounded like a little bit of a lock-up there from D-Bomb. That's a straight line speed like over 7/10 gap going into DRS. Not burning, you wouldn't expect him to from this far back. Just use the DRS to get onto the back of the McLaren and then look to make the move next lap, hopefully. Since he pitted, Massey has taken, well, since he got ahead actually of Monsters, the gap to Gunnar was 17.5, it's now 11.5, so he's taken 6 seconds out of Gunnar. I guess Gunnar's got the choice now. Does he go to the soft tyre? We've already seen soft tyres about 8 laps and they're cooked really. Might go a little bit longer towards the end of the race because of the less fuel load, so maybe 9 or 10 laps at the end of the race. But Gunnar is in. I think this is still in medium tyre territory. He is currently stationary with Massey going past him now. Sniper going past him now. And I think we're going to get him as well. I think we're going to get him. As D-Bomb picks up DRS and goes past Whale, goes past Gunnar as well. But he does come out ahead of Chris. So Gunnar exits P8. Nicely done from D-Bomb that lap to get past Whoopi. And now he'll look to push on with his nice fresh medium tyres. Jackal picks up 3 seconds. In P14 at the moment. Just looking through the field. Not bad. I think this is our only battle at the moment. It's the only one we're being a second at the moment. Have a little touch there? I don't know. I looked away to just drink a little bit of coffee. I'm not sure if they touched on or not. So in comes Chaldinho. He's onto the soft tyres. Massey will go through and get a little bit up the road. Sniper goes through now as well. Chaldinho is going to exit ahead of the Aston Martin and McLaren of D-Bomb and Whoopi. There they are in the background. It looks like Whoopi's making a move as well, so let's go to that. We've got yellow flags, and that's Lycorius. I think, in all fairness, I don't think he's had an issue there. I think he's just moved out of the way of the front two. Oh, sorry, the second and third. Those drivers. You've got to assume that car seat will pit this lap as well. He's onto back marker and stuff. I think he's onto Fatal. Fatal's pitted, whereas Carsey hasn't. Yeah, into the pit. No, is he? No, he hasn't. He's gone on again. Well, like, he might well have got DRS off of Fatal there, so he might have said, "Well, I'll do another lap then." So it looks like it could be a rest of the race long battle here. D-Bomb. It's the Mercedes of Lycorius takes to the pits. So I think we might be seeing a retirement. Hope not. I hope he goes to the end. Unless he did actually have a spin or something and got some damage. So through goes D-Bomb again. So D-Bomb back to P5 or P6. Just about in the background. Just see Whale come around the corner in the background. He is still there. There he is. On international. Happy International Whale Day, Whale. Craig is into the pits for a second stop as well. After 13 laps on the hards. And finally, Carsey is in. He won't go to anything other than softs here, so there he goes. Onto the soft tyres. And there's nobody near. Mass is going down to the final couple of corners. He's got Sniper right on the back of him. But Carsey is... I'll tell you what, they're going to be closer to Carsey than you might think. Look. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Sniper jumps him. Wow. Okay, so Sniper jumps him into the lead. It's not great for Massey, is it? He's well, I don't know, is it or not? I mean, he's... you would think he'd preferred not to have a car come out between them, but you wouldn't think that it would take Carsey too long to show his dominance with the fresh softs. And we're really in absolute comfort range of him getting to the end as well, so there's no issues with the soft tyres from here. Whereas Chaldinho, I reckon, might struggle the last lap or two. He's been completely undercut from Rossi. He will be catching quick, but he's just picked up another 3 seconds in a way. Still alright this one, Agna, isn't it? I'm quite enjoying this one. The RS will open then, Rossi will take the lead, and that will probably... I hate saying stuff like this, but that will probably be the last we see of him. As he goes into the lead. It's hard to imagine how 2 guys directly behind him there are going to hold on to him. So Rossi has 3 seconds, but I still can't... I can't see... Maybe they can. Maybe they can stick within the 3 seconds of him, but I'll be amazed really if they do. Whale picks up 3 seconds. Let's go down to Boduk, who's on the back of Chris at the moment. 2 laps advantage on tyre, and it's pen free at the moment. Already sizing up his move, and he will have it planned for the pit straight. It's added the dirty air there for just a moment. I always think that the most likely reason people do that, and mainly because that's why I do it, is so that if you use the line, look, the racing line, and you've got a car really close in front of you, you can't see it, so it's a bit of guesswork involved. So I just sometimes move out from behind the guy ahead so I can actually see where the braking line point is. But here he comes then. Should be a pretty straightforward overtake. I'm trying to remember, we have seen 1 or 2 other overtakes in other parts of the track, haven't we? We've seen a couple through the hairpin. We are down to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers penalty free at the moment. Remember, in terms of the driver of the day, for the extra point for driver of the day, they must be penalty free. Otherwise, they do not get a point. Well, they just don't get driver of the day, which is why they don't get a point. That is one of my rules. Some people say it's harsh, but I don't think it's harsh. I think it's a good way of doing it. I've raced in some leagues that actually give clean race points. So if you make the whole weekend that without any penalty at all, then you get 2 bonus points. And I quite like that. I've used it in my own leagues before, and it's quite successful. It does work. So, is Chris going to come back at Boduk here? Yes, is the answer to that. Look at this. Massive overspeed. A beautiful amount of energy left as well, Chris. This isn't one of the tracks where it's easy to gain back, so you do have to look after your energy around here. It's not easy to do looking after your energy because it's so tempting to use all because it's there all the time. You just want to gain that little bit extra on the straight or whatever. It's so tempting to use. At the moment, these two are producing our battle. Could be a battle between Gunnar and Whoopi. Gunnar's up to P6. Does have the better tyres than Whoopi, so it might be difficult for Whoopi to hold on to him. Oh, we got a retirement. It's in the pits. Craig retires in the pits. He's had enough of Imola as well. And here we go again. Boduk with a massive overspeed this time. Goes on through. Race cars come back out into the... Oh, we've had a yellow flag ahead. Whoopi has been round. Whoopi spun, I think, coming out of the first chicane. And he has dropped behind Whale. As Chris gets another 3 seconds. Mounting up, aren't they? So, again, this really is our battle. We do have Cialdino who's caught onto the back of Massey. So I think... Should we go to that? Yeah, let's go to that, because that will probably provide us with a battle. Although, I know that Cialdino has definitely got at least 6 seconds of penalties, so ultimately, it's not going to be worth a place, but you still want the bragging rights on track, don't you? So... See, not going to be too worried about this. As I say, he knows Cialdino is never getting up the road by as much as he needs to. His tyres are going to drop off before the end in a way. So Nazi knows he's got that P3 in the bag. And ultimately, I think maybe the most he could have done tonight. I think he's had battles with Sniper earlier on, but as I said a couple of times earlier in the race, I think he knew when pitting early that Sniper was always going to come back at him. But ultimately, it is going to get him that podium. Which in terms of the people he's actually battling for the championship, it's a good result. So that's also a good result in the constructors for Aston Martin, because they're currently P4 and P5. Not sure how many penalties D-Bomb's got. Him and Gunnar have both got penalties. I don't want to bring them up. There's so many. I want to see, have a bit of a surprise as they cross the line as to where they jump to or drop to. Clearly sizing D-Bomb up here. Ready for the overtake on the straight. Bodek and Chris are still within a second of each other. We have got another battle further down actually. The Monsters is on the back of Kemmons. So we'll go to that in just a moment. They've just come through Aqua Minerali. Let's just see this from Gunnar. So he makes the move. Goes to what will be the inside. Has it done way before the braking zone. So, oh, but he's run wide into the... He's gone deep into the chicane. That's definitely compromised his exit. D-Bomb has a look at coming back up to... Coming back at him up into the second chicane, but couldn't get alongside. So, Gunnar does consolidate the position. Whether he'll keep that, we'll see at the end. But, where else was it going to go? Monsters and Kemmons. So here comes Monsters. And again, much like the other one, he's going to have it done before the braking zone. He makes the corner nicely. And up into P11 he goes. Similar scenario though for them. So, Monsters has at least 3 seconds. I think he might have 6. But, oh, should I look at him or not? I don't know. What do you reckon, Agnet? Should I look at the penalties or just wait for him to cross the line and see what happens? Jekko picks up 3 seconds. Not seen much of him in the race, unfortunately. We saw a bit of him in the quali and sprint race, but apart from very early in the race, it's not really had much going on around him. D-bomb there, getting back past Gunnar. And up into P5. On track at least. Oh, Kemmons picks up 3 seconds, and we got yellow flags. It's Whoopi. Who drops then down to P10 with that latest one. So he was down there in a way, wasn't he? So he managed to get back at Chris and Boduk. Or did he recover behind Whale last time? He might have done. So still just needs to keep going, pick up the points. Both McLarens still on track, so you have both cars finished with this with the point structure as Kemmons opts to pit. And I think he's done that a lap late. I assume he's done that to go for fastest lap, but it's a lap late. Unless he had a puncture. He picks up 3 seconds. Maybe he picked up a puncture because he had done, I think, 25 laps or 26 laps on the mediums. So he may well have picked up a puncture. There's Carsey on the final lap then, dominating in the end. 13-second lead over Sniper Monkey. Opted to go long, did Carsey on the mediums, the same as Chaldinho, and then pit to the softs. Did 2 laps later. I think Chaldinho did pit a little bit early. He picks up another 3 seconds, Chaldinho. As Massey goes past him on track as well. That was an unusual part of the track, so I think Chaldinho must have gone a bit wrong there. Yeah, these softs are struggling. He's really struggling. Anyway, to Carsey we go, because across the line he comes and wins in Imola from Sniper Monkey P2. Across the line now, well done Sniper. Massey heads to the line for P3. Chaldinho crosses. Oh, what's that? Oh no, that is right, yeah. So Chaldinho P4 does hold on to P4. Gunnar 5, D-Bomb 6, Wales 7, Chris across the line for P8. Oh, Chaldinho, well, you left the session too quickly. It's annoying. Whoopi crosses for 10. Monsters will be P11. Fatal's already finished, so yeah, Monsters P11, Fatal 12. Kemmons is DNF'd apparently on the final lap. Checo, therefore, will take. Oh god, I'm getting all confused now. He will take P13 off of Kemmons. And Lycorius, P14. It says P15 on your screen, but I think it's P14. I don't think we will classify Kemmons. Buffy, worst track on the calendar. Well, it's my worst track on the calendar in terms of having a skill issue, mate, but it throws up some good racing, and we've certainly seen that tonight. A fabulous race. So, let's... there we go, that's enough of Carsey getting a trophy again. There we have it. So Carsey wins. Let's go to the results for the race and takes fastest lap with 1:15.172. People out there that will be more than happy with that in qualifying. Sniper P2, Massey 3, Gunnar 4. I'm not going to go through them all again. I'll just scroll through to the bottom, guys, and you can see the penalties as well on the screen. Let's go race director and scroll through the instance so that the stewards have got them just in case. And there we go, that's all of those. Who can I get in then? Let's get Carsey. I wasn't going to do interviews tonight, but let's do them. Carsey, Sniper doesn't do interviews, Massey, and Gunnar then, I guess. There we go, 3 invites, that gets 3 of them in. There we go. Driver of the day for me today. I think I find it hard to look past it's Sniper Monkey or Massey, isn't it? And I think I'll go Sniper Monkey tonight. But could have easily been either of them. So here comes everybody. There we go. I think you're all in. So if you could just make sure you tick your boxes, please, for the audio. And I've got a box for me to include my audio. Let's tick it as well. See what happens.
Probably in my stream, maybe.
Oh yeah, probably. Okay. Well, congratulations, guys. Gunnar, I know you're P4, but Sniper Monkey doesn't do interviews, so I thought I'd get you in as well. So let's speak to you first. Well, it was a good race from my point of view. Watching, it was a really good race. So, was it fun to drive?
Yeah, it's all right. I dropped too many positions off the start in the sprint, which obviously put me back in the pack for the main race. The safety car screwed a few people at the end of the sprint, didn't it? I mean, I had a 3-second penalty.
Yeah.
Which put me down to like P7 or P8, I think, where I would have been like P4 for the main race, which I would have had a bit of a better race there. But yeah, I started on hards and I was the only one on hards, I think, in the top 10, and I was just getting swallowed up early. Yeah, and then I thought, well, I had a penalty. I saw D-Bomb had a penalty, so I just thought I'd just get a couple of tyre laps advantage on him, on the pit stops, and try and come back at him and whip it at the second bit of the race and try and get P4 or something like that. But it's all I could do really today.
Yeah.
So it's definitely.
I think that's fair enough. And I mean, if you take Carsey's reserving tonight, so if you take Carsey out of the mix, then you're on the podium.
Yeah, I know. I mean, qualified as well. I was fuming with qualifying. I mean, that was a shit. Excuse my language. It was a rubbish lap I done. After what I've been doing today in practice.
Penalty, that is.
Yeah. Right. So, but no, it's a good result then. I suppose I'll take it. It's points in it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, good race in a way. You did what you did well, and had a few overtakes here and there and stuff like that. So it was okay, and as you say, good points in the end. So, Massey, I think probably come to you, mate. I think do you think you've probably maximised what you could have done tonight?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. In my head, the podium, as soon as I saw the lineup, was going to be Carsey, Sniper, Cialdino. So to get on that podium, I know Cialdino had a ton of pens, so he lost out in the end. But yeah, it was one of my favourite tracks, so it's quite good to actually be fighting with the likes of Sniper and Carsey for 3 seconds, which was it's consistency is key, because I know I'm missing the last race, so I need to build up a bit of a points tally before we get to the double points finish at the end, to try and give myself a chance. So anytime I can finish ahead of Gunnar and Whoopi is a bonus, and obviously Chris is going to miss a few races now, so I've got to take advantage now. But yeah, I always enjoy Imola, so good race. I really enjoyed the battles.
You had some good battles out there, and you opted to pit earlier than the rest, although it was in the pit window, so it's not like it was massively early, but you've pitted first out of them. Were you really expecting them to go medium soft? Or were you just thinking, they'll probably stay out a couple more laps maybe and then come in, or just react straight away to you?
Not initially, but then I started to figure out what Carsey was doing. And he's got the talent to do that. I haven't got the talent to get medium softs. And I knew if I stayed on the exact same lap and strategy as Sniper and Cialdino, I wasn't going to beat any of them. So if I undercut, I at least get track position. And then if I try and hang on to one of them, then that can drag me towards a podium and get a few more points on Gunnar. So yeah, my race was literally to finish ahead of Gunnar. So I was using the faster guys to try and pull me along, and it sort of worked a bit.
Yeah, and a good night for Aston as well, because I think D-Bomb finished 6th, I think it was.
Yeah, great sprint, and then I said in the race we both finished in the top 6.
Yeah, so strong points in the sprint, and then strong points in the race. So I think for the constructor side of things, I think it's a brilliant night for Aston Martin.
Yep.
So yeah, But yeah, really well done. I mean, I did say when you came into the pits, I sort of, I think you did the right thing. But then I think that you would have expected that when Sniper pitted for mediums, he is almost certainly going to come back at you.
Oh yeah,
Sort of thing. But
His tyres
the
were
undercut
dead
was
at the
lovely.
end, weren't they? Yeah, I mean, I was catching massive. Yeah, I was taking like second out of my lap.
yeah. Those hards
Yeah.
were. I mean, I didn't like the hards. They were good for about 5 laps, and then they just
Yeah,
felt pretty naff after that. I don't know. I've never really liked the hards on any of the F1 games, but for some reason around here,
they're the
I
best
said
tyre on
the
this
same
game.
in that's the
Best
same in
tyre to start on
qualifying.
Yeah, I
anyway.
think they are, yeah.
It felt like there was less grip in qualifying, and then in the race, it just didn't feel the same as normal. I don't know. A
Right.
bit of a moan, but it was a good race.
Yeah, it was. It was, definitely. Some nice comments in the chat as well from Agnet saying it's a cracking race and that he's our resident Checo fan. So, yeah. So yeah, nice going, and congratulations on the podium. I have awarded Sniper Monkey Driver of the Day, largely because you did the same strategy just the other way round, and he's come out on top. So that's the only reason I've given it to him. In all fairness, Massey, you deserve it just as much, really. But
Screwed
what
out
can
of
I
the
do?
driver of the day. What
I mean,
have I got to do?
I'd really blame him for not picking up a penalty. If he picked up a penalty like most of the rest of them did, you'd have got it. So yeah.
Yep.
I think it's just a bit rude of Sniper, really.
He had good pace,
Sake
good
of
race.
Ben.
Can't take that one away from him.
No, he did, yeah. Okay, Carsey, we come to you. Another race for you, another win. What can I say? They undercut you massively to actually end up you actually coming out of pits in between them. That must have been an awkward pit exit, I must admit. There must have been sort of through your mind a little bit like, oh my god, what am I exiting right on top of them? But it was pretty obvious that once you got the softs sort of working for you, you were going to disappear. Perhaps didn't expect you to just disappear 13 seconds up the road, but such is the power of them, I guess, when they're fresh and softs. But yeah, so I think apart from the early stages, perhaps quite a lonely race for you tonight.
Yeah, no, it was good fun. Obviously, with the sprint as well, trying to make my way through, and I quickly realised how high my wings were because I was just getting dropped by everyone every straight. But yeah, I didn't actually want to start in the mediums. It's just someone readied up early, and I didn't have time to actually change to what I want at all. I also like ran out of fuel coming around the last corner of the last lap because I hadn't had time to change that either. So I got really lucky with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really plan on doing medium soft until I know basically until it became time to pit on the hards, and I just thought, well, they feel all right. I'll just keep going for a laugh, basically, see what happens. Because I don't think I've ever done a medium soft in this game before, so I just thought I'd give it a wee go. Yeah, and
Fair enough.
the sauce felt brilliant. Usually when people do medium soft, you'll see the softs look like amazing for 4 or 5 laps and then completely drop off. But I don't really feel like my softs ever did. They just felt really. I don't know if this is just one of the specific tracks where it is a viable strategy, because usually it's not. But
No, there's quite a lot of tracks now where it is a good strategy, but it's you did pick the exact right lap for doing
yeah,
it. So
because I noticed around 2 laps from the end is when Charles tires completely fell off, and I pitted 2 laps after him. So I did. It's not like
yeah,
I thought. I just got lucky that I happened to pit the exact right lap, to be honest with you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I noticed because a couple of drivers did start on softs, and it was lap 8 that they had to pit because the tires were gone. So
Yeah.
at the end with less fuel, 9 laps was
Yeah.
right, really. Yeah, so yeah, fair play. I mean, it's a good victory. Fun in a sprint, as you said, and then to consolidate that in the main race as well. So, well done. Gunnar, where are we next week?
My favourite, Portimao. So yes.
Ooh, maybe I'll show up
so-
for that.
No,
No, can you not,
I
please?
love
'Cause I want to win next
Portimao.
week.
I
Thanks,
love it
mate.
so much. It's my favourite too.
Oh, it is your favourite as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. What about you, Massey? Have we got some love for Portimao?
No, I don't know what it is about that track, but I always end up in an incident in Portimao. I can't remember ever having a clean race there, so no, I hope you all crash.
Good
and
luck.
DNF, personally.
Yeah,
I'm only
but not
about
into
4
you.
tenths of Carsey's TT there at the minute, so I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Consolidation
Good man.
next week before Zandvoort, which is one of my favourites. So yeah,
Yeah, I like
consolidation this
Zandvoort.
week.
Hungary,
Great track.
Austria as well. They're all good.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a good run of tracks coming up on the Sunday, so should be some good races coming up. Okay, guys, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. So, as always, a massive thank you to everybody out there that's watched along and watched the stream back at a later point. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Massey and Checo, for the subs as well. Very, very kind of both of you. And I have to look into Twitch and see if I can give you some sort of status or something. You've both been subscribing for a long time now, so I'll give you some sort of. I think you could give people roles in your Twitch, so I might see if I can give you a role.
Ooh.
Not a cheese roll, Massey, but some sort of other roll. I don't know what type of roll yet, but yeah. But there we go. That's it then. So good night, God bless. See you again soon. I'll be back tomorrow night for whatever happens on Monday this week. Whatever does happen, we know it'll be better than last week because it's not Baku.
Oh God, yeah, I don't know where we are tomorrow.
I forgot. I did look. I've forgotten.
It's another good track, isn't it? If I
It's
remember
Australia.
rightly.
It's Australia, isn't it? Yeah. So it's still that's still a bit iffy. But hopefully it'll be better than Baku in a way. But there we go.
Anything's
Anyway,
better than
guys,
that,
that'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll see you for that. Good night. God bless. See you again soon.